Well, marvelous Michael Cook is here now to review the new Captain America, and Bridget Jones mad about the boy.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's talk about the latest installment of the Marvel movie. This is the new Captain America. Anthony Mackie, though, is the new Captain America. He got the shield at the end of one of the Avengers movies. Here, he is in this world with Harrison Ford. His character, Thaddeus Ross, is now president, and Mackie is sort of struggling with, he's the new Captain America. At the beginning of the film, there is, you can see from the trailer, not giving it away, there is an assassination attempt on the president by a former super soldier, and Anthony Mackie's character has to figure out exactly what's going on, because clearly this man did not know what he was doing and trying to get his friend freed from prison. Like a lot of Marvel movies nowadays, the plot is so intricate because there's also something to deal with a special kind of mineral that could change the world and has superpowers, and there's a security agent who works for the president who's also trying to figure out the mystery. Giancarlo Esposito, is one of the villains. Tim Blake Nelson is another villain. So there's so much going on. I can't give it just in terms of explaining the plot. But what I can explain is this is a horrible entry in the latest Marvel movies. It is just, you have to do your homework before even seeing this movie. You
can't just jump into this one.
You can't just see, you have to know what happened in the TV series and the previous Hulk films that came out 15 years ago. And there's so much exposition with characters explaining things. Here's what's going on with Japan and the treaty, and why is Harrison Ford taking these pills? Why is it explanation after explanation? You just get bored with it, and you just don't care. I just like this movie so much. When the movie's over, usually Marvel is known for their end credit scenes. I left. I didn't even bother to see that. I was like,
what is this rating going to be then?
I'm done with this movie. It was just a waste of time. I have to give this a 5 out of 10.
A 5? I'm trying to give it a 3. So.
I'm being generous because Harrison Ford and Anthony Mackie are good in it, but this is just, unless you're a super Marvel fan, don't waste your time.
Wow, okay,
so
good to know.
The next movie to talk about is a different kind of movie. This is the latest installment in the Bridget Jones series. This premiered today on Peacock. Renee Zellweger is back as the iconic Bridget Jones, and here we learned at the very beginning of the film, she had been married to Colin Firth's character, Mr. Darcy, but sadly he was killed in Sudan on a humanitarian message, and now she's been a widow for 4 years, and she's got 2 young children struggling with single motherhood, and she realizes she needs to kind of get on with her life to get over the grieving process of losing the love of her life. So she gets back to work as a producer and joins Tinder, and you can imagine the hijinks that ensues with that as she gets back on the dating world. Hugh Grant is back as the kind of the suave playboy that was a romance from her past, but now they're just best pals. Chiwetel Ejiofor is the science teacher, and Louis Woodall is a kind of another romantic possibility in this movie, setting up a potential love triangle. Renee Zellweger is just fantastic as Bridget Jones. This movie is just delightful, and you enjoy the frazzleness of Bridget Jones' character as she sort of realizes, the moves she has to make to get her life back on track, both in love and her career, with, trying to hold on to her friendships and take care of her kids and all these things that are just going on at the same time. A lot of times, this is the 4th movie in the series, and a lot of times when you have that many, they could get stale, but not this one. This one is absolutely delightful. You just feel like you want to continue in this world with Bridget Jones. She's such a likable character. Renee Zellweger portrays her perfectly. I really enjoy this. I give it an 8.5 out of 10. So maybe a nice Valentine's Day movie to watch with your significant other on Peacock.
Perfect. All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right.